Epilogue. Sheila took the envelope out of its hiding place and laid it on the coffee table. "This is signed by your da," she whispered, "to confirm what I'm about to tell you is the truth." Roland frowned and picked up the sealed note, but he didn't open it. "I'm listening." Sheila breathed heavily and cleared her throat before embarking on the hardest task of her life. "When I was 17, she explained, I fell in love with an older man. Being young and stupid, I thought it was the real thing. I would have done anything just to be with him. "What's this got to do with—" Roland interrupted, thinking he was just about to be regaled with a full account of Sheila's life story. She held up a hand to gesture that he needed to listen before continuing. "Unfortunately, the man whom I was in love with was married, and he had no intention whatsoever of leaving his wife. As you can imagine, I was devastated, truly heartbroken." Roland nodded politely, allowing the woman to continue. "Well, anyway, I didn't realise that my body was changing either," she said, blushing as she recounted the story. "And before I knew it, I was 5 months pregnant." Sheila swallowed hard, memories flashing into her mind as if it were yesterday. "Me da went crazy when he found out," she explained, "threatening me with his leather belt. I swear if it hadn't been for me mammy, he would have killed me there and then." Roland stared at the gypsy with wide eyes, not fully comprehending where this was going. "Anyway," Sheila continued, "me ma sent me away to stay with me sister, me Auntie Di, as she used to be a midwife. I stayed there until a week after I'd given birth." "Did you have a girl or a boy?" Roland asked slowly. "A boy," she replied. Roland sat in silence as his brain absorbed the details, afraid to contemplate the truth. "What happened to him?" he faltered. "Me mammy came and took the baby away," Sheila cried, tears now streaming down her face. "She took him to his father." She watched the colour drain from Roland's face as he realised the implications of what he was being told, and then struggled to carry on with her confession. "Me baby's father was Rolio Hare," she said, lifting her head. "You're me son." "But he told me he didn't know," Roland mumbled, looking at his hands. "He didn't," Sheila confirmed. "Nobody ever told him. When Mammy took you to Rolly and Tammy, she convinced them to move away and make a fresh start. She had enough inheritance from her dad to pay Rolly his share of the circus business, so that he could take his own father's circus." "What did you do?" Roland asked. "Didn't you want me?" "I was 17, Sheila sobbed. "I didn't have a choice. By the time I came back from me Auntie Da's, your father had moved away. It wasn't until me mammy died that I plucked up the courage to come and find you." "And why haven't you told my da until now?" he questioned. "Oh, love," Sheila said softly. "He didn't care about me. He loved Tammy. I was just a fling and meant nothing." "And your da?" Roland asked. "How come he stayed friends with my da?" "Because he never knew," Sheila sighed. "Mammy told him it was a lad from the travelling fair that got me pregnant, and I went along with it to keep the peace. Can you ever forgive me?" Roland rubbed a hand over his face and closed his eyes. "And to think I nearly asked you to marry me." Sheila touched his free hand and waited with bated breath until the young man relented and got up to hug her. "I am your mammy," she sobbed, "and I've waited 28 years to do this." The pair stayed in an embrace until the doctor finally arrived to issue a death certificate for Rolio Hare.